Today we're going to be loading up some 147gr 9mm from Hoosier Bullets, and that's coming up next year on Jesse B Outdoors Reloading. Welcome back, everybody. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment down below if you like videos like this. First off, I'd like to thank Hoosier Bullets for sending these out to the channel. They actually sent these out like December of 2024, and I'm just now getting to them in January 2025. Sorry, Hoosier Bullets, I've been very busy and I haven't got to them, but we're going to do that in this video. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to load 100 of these bad boys up. So what I'm going to do is show you the components I'm going to use, and then we'll get loading. So let's get started. Now let's go over the components we're going to be using today. Today we are just using mixed range brass right here. And if you've seen the videos lately, I cleaned a bunch of brass together, 380 and 9mm, and I forgot to separate them. This video, I separate them so I know there's only 9mm in there so I don't have to deal with that. Another thing we're going to be using is we are going to be using tight group for powder here. I'm not going to give you the charge because it really don't matter. Then, of course, we are going to be using the 147gr Hoosier Bullets here. And then for primers, we are going to be using CCI small pistol primers. I haven't used those in a while, and I'm glad I got some because the TruthSocial primers I've been using have been driving me absolutely nuts. So it's nice to get my hands on some good CCI primers. I like to thank a viewer for sending a brick of it out to me for videos. Thanks a lot, and I appreciate it. Let's get started. Alright, we're going to do my normal here. We're going to get it started here, and I'll tell you every single station on the first one. And we're going to double check our powder charge. I already did before the video, but I always like doing it during the video also, just so I got reassurance of what the powder charge is at. Usually with the Dillon powder measure here is usually dead on, but I always like to double check it before a video. So the first station we got here, we are going to size, deprime, and then we're going to prime. And we got our new primer in there, as you can see. So we're going to move it to the next station, which is going to be the powder through expanding die. We're going to put another one in station 1 here, and this is where I am going to zero my case here and get my powder charge like I normally do. Whoop! Fell out of my hand here. Get that back up here, so we'll go get our powder charge. Like I said, I'm not giving the powder charge on this one. It really don't matter. Just go ahead and use the manuals for a 147gr cast bullet. And even a plated bullet. These are high-tech coated, so you can go with either one of them. Of course, I am dead on like normal on that. Put my pin back in here. Then we are going to move it to the next station. Next station is going to be the bullet seating crimping die, but I have the crimp feature disabled because we're just seating the bullet in it. I like doing them in 2 separate stations. And then we got that there. My screw over here is loose on my mount. I just changed this out from my RCBS. Let me get this tightened up here real quick. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it move there. Thought I tightened these up and I didn't. But like I always say, I don't leave much out here. Basically what it is these little wings right here, I tightened the one and I didn't tighten the other. So I'm going to tighten this back up and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back here. In case if you guys don't understand what that is, I use the inline fabrication quick mounting system, and it uses 2 wig nuts. And I tightened this side down, but I forgot to tighten that side down when I swapped my presses over. So we'll continue here. So we got to move that first one over here to the Lee factory crimp die, and we're going to crimp it. Basically, this is the setup I like using. First station is a RCBS die, then we got the Dillon powder through die, RCBS seating die, and Lee factory crimp die. That's the way I got this set up, and I like using it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take that first round out here, and we're going to do a plunk test. If I can find my barrel, there it is. I have so many barrels, I always keep an extra barrel up here for a plunk test. You drop that in, it drops right out. That's how you know the round is perfect and it's going to work. Drop it back in and spin it. If it don't spin, it's hitting the rifling. Your case overall length is too long. Always like saying that in every video, just in case anybody new is watching. And they know if they have an issue, now they know what the issue might be and how to fix it. So we are going to start loading these up here. And right now, I can tell you guys, I'm going to leave a card up above. I have shot their 124 grain from Hoosier Bullets. I didn't do it in this video because I didn't want to make a long video, but in the original video, what I did was I took a bunch out randomly, measured them, weighed them and everything was very consistent on it. I really don't want to repeat myself in this video doing the exact same thing. Sometimes that's annoying. So if you want to see how consistent and everything these bullets are, I'm going to leave that card up above for you guys to check that video out. And basically, we shot those in videos. Had no issues at all with them. 124 grain, I loaded those up with my favorite HP 38 load, and they shot great. Now, one thing I want to tell you guys, because we've been doing a lot of plated bullets here lately from Xtreme Bullets, Berries, and other ones. When you're doing plated bullets or full metal jackets, you don't have to expand the case mounts that much. When you're doing high-tech coated bullets like this and powder coated bullets, you need to expand that case mount out more, because when you go to seat the bullet, if you don't, you're going to scrape off that high-tech coating, and then you're going to get leading in your barrel, and you want to avoid that. Another thing you want to avoid is, I'll show you guys here. I told you guys sometimes you can set it at an angle like that, and then the die will straighten it back out. You do not want to do that with powder coated or high-tech coated bullets. You want to make sure they are as straight as possible going up into the die so you don't have no scraping of lead. Every once in a while I still do it because I don't catch myself, but you do want to watch that so you don't scrape that coating off, because that's what's keeping your barrel from leading. So I think that's enough talking here for a minute since we got going here. Let's just go ahead and go into quiet mode, because I know you guys like listening to this press. All right there, I got that one a little bit crooked, and I can see just a little bit of shaving on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to catch it here real quick. I'm going to get this set up real quick here so we got the bullets covered with powder. Let's see if I can find it here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but right on the lip. Yeah, it's kind of dark because I don't have my light in here. But there's a little bit of shaving on that. And sometimes when you get that, that'll cause you to fail a plunk test. I always take my thumbnail and just try to scrape it off there. And then throw it back in. But right there's a perfect example. I'm so used to doing plated and non-plated. So I got that one kind of crooked. Didn't catch it and shaved just a tad bit. Now one thing you can always do is, if you think you're going to get leading, is save a full metal jacket or a plated bullet, fire a couple of them at the end, and usually that'll clear the barrel out. Don't work all the time, but it does work most of the time. Just a little heads up on that, because a lot of times, I know primers you don't get extras, but usually when companies send you bullets, they give you like 1 or 2 extra bullets. What they do with that is I like it because you can do a dummy round with one of them. And then the other one, if you have an issue, you can use it for something like that. And save it for one to clear out your barrel at the end of the range day. If you're like me and you shoot enough, I have a pack of primers down in my desk here that I keep. And it's just for reasons like that, where if I crunch a primer or something, a primer gets messed up for some reason, or I need to make an extra round, I keep basically what I call a spare pack of primers down there just for that reason. Because if you reload for any amount of time, 100 primers in a pack, every once in a while you miss a military crimp or something and screw a primer up. It just happens. It's something that you try not to do. Mostly like with me, because I don't have very good feelings in my hands, so sometimes I don't feel the primer's catching on something right away, and I end up crushing it. Good thing is I've never had one go off, though. That's the good thing about it. But like I said, with these, as long as you keep these bullets straight, you don't have to worry about stripping the coating off. Bell that case a little bit more than you would for full metal jackets and plated bullets. I used to do a lot of my own Lee 9mm and powder coat them. I just don't have time for it no more, and I really wish I did, because I really enjoy doing that. But I don't have the time to make them all up and then powder coat them all. Ooh, that was a little bit rough. Wish I did. Don't know why it was turning kind of rough there. Oh, it went smooth that time. But yeah, I wish I had time to do that, but I don't no more. One thing I do want to do is go out to my range and collect all the lead that's out there, because there's about 2 years worth of shooting out there of lead. Not just by me, but by other people too. That would give me some lead to do. That'd be a tedious process. It'd have to be something that I'm really bored to do. But we are cranking these out again. So what I think I'm going to do is go back into quiet mode again. I really can't think of much to say about these, because I've already done a video on their bullets and everything. So let's just go into quiet mode here for a little bit again. Alright, you can see once everything gets going here, everything works really fine on this. Like I said before, they sent me 500 of these. Once I get done with these, that'll be 400. I've made 300 up off camera. Then I'll make the other 100 up off camera too. But I wanted to save 100 of them for you guys to show you guys me loading these. Leave a comment down below if you reload 9mm. What grain do you like shooting? I like, my favorite's 124. Lately here I've been trying to go with 115 because I think that's what most of you guys are going to use in your guns when I'm doing gun stuff on my other channel. So I'm kind of switching over to 115. I don't mind 147. My brother-in-law actually has a suppressor, so when he comes over, I like having some 147 made up. Because usually he just buys whatever's at the store, which is usually 115 grain. And I like reloading 147 because I like actually hearing the suppressed sound of it. That's one of the things I like about reloading. That one didn't bell very good. Hopefully it don't strip. Alright, it didn't strip none. But yeah, I like shooting 147 in it because it's so much quieter. Hopefully here, this is January of 2025 here. Whoops. Round I got up here, it needs tore apart, fell down. And I think they just entered the Hearing Protection Act in the House. I doubt if it goes anywhere just because I know the way our government is. But that would be sweet because one of the reasons why I don't have a suppressor is because I refuse to pay the tax stamp for it. I think it's BS that we got to buy a tax stamp to get a suppressor when there's countries in Europe that are less gun friendly than our country. And you can walk into the gun store, buy one, and walk out with it. To me, that's just bull, and I don't agree with it, so that's why I don't have a suppressor. Now, I got plenty of guns that I could put suppressors on. But usually, I end up throwing a comp on them instead. And talking about comps, I just picked up the new, well, it ain't new to me, SIG P365 TAC Ops. And a lot of people, X-Macro TAC Ops, and a lot of people are shocked because I like comps that I didn't get the comp version of it. Well, with the carry gun, I don't want to deal with the flash and crap flying everywhere from a comp. So what I ended up doing is I have two 45 Colts. I had my Ruger Blackhawk Bisley that I could shoot hot rounds in, and I had my Cimarron Pistolier 45 Colt. And the gun store actually gave me trade-in value for the Cimarron, exactly what I paid for it from a different gun store. So I traded that in and paid the difference to get the TAC Ops. That's the only reason why I picked it up, because the TAC Ops is not a cheap gun. So I ended up getting that, and a lot of people who saw that were surprised that I didn't get one that was comped. Don't know why that one is kind of tight. There we go. Must have had a piece of brass in just a little bit off. So there's going to be some shooting videos coming up with that as soon as they get a break in the weather here. Seems like it's either snowing, cold, windy, or something to where I can't get out here. So that's why you're seeing more reloading videos on this channel. I've got so many shooting videos I want to do. Stuff that I got coming up, I'll tell you guys now because I'm sure I won't get it done before I put this video out, is I'm doing a 44 Magnum versus 45 Colt, where I loaded up some hot 45 Colt, and we're going to see how it compares to the 44 Magnum. Just something I want to do. That's going to be with my Ruger Blackhawk Bisley and my Ruger Red Hawk, two of my favorite revolvers right there. And they're both 7.5 inch, so it's going to be a pretty good comparison video. Also, I got some ladder tests I need to do with 44 mag on something that I'm working on. That'll be coming up. What else? Oh, we reloaded those skeeter loads on here, but I haven't shot those yet, so we need to do a shooting video on that. So even though I do a lot of 9mm stuff, I do got some 44 Magnum and 45 Colt stuff coming up too. I usually like doing revolver stuff in the winter because if there's snow on the ground, of course I reload, so I pick up my brass. And it's easier to deal with revolver rounds dropping them into your hand after you're firing them than picking these suckers up through the snow and everything. So I do a lot more revolver stuff in the winter because of that. But we are cranking along through here real good. Looks like we're getting down there on primers again. I cannot get... There we go, that one to go. So, let's go ahead and go back into quiet mode again. Alright, loading these up. I just thought of something here that I have never done before. You guys know, if you follow the channel, when it comes to reloading 38 Special, I like doing plus P rounds. They're my favorite to do to shoot in my Ruger GP 100. I have never reloaded plus P 9mm. And I know either in one of my books or on Hodgdon, they've got loading data for it. Leave a comment down below. Would you like to see me do some 9mm plus Ps? That's one thing I've never done yet. I just thought of that. I was like, the only plus P rounds I have ever done are 38 Specials. So leave a comment down below if you'd like to see some of those loaded up. And we'll load a few of them up and take them out and chronograph them is what we'll do. That sounds like a fun video. Leave that comment down below on that. Always trying to think of different videos to do and stuff like that. Always get recommendations from you guys. I have you guys comment in the videos, and a lot of times I'll go back to those comments and be like, because some people will leave me a list of stuff they would like to see. It's just a matter of me getting time to do it. But that's another one I just thought of. I've never done that, or even, I don't know. I would have to look on my Ruger SR 1911. See if I can shoot plus P45s in that. Don't know. Never looked at it. I've only shot my reloads in that gun. Oh no, I take that back. When I first got it, I did have some steel case and aluminum that I shot in it. Because when I first got that, I wasn't into reloading yet. So I was buying the cheapest stuff when Walmart carried handgun rounds. So I was getting the Federal aluminum or the Tula 45 steel case. But now that beep, that usually means we got about 4 primers left here. And as I said before, I've got to the point now where I've reloaded on this so much, I can tell now when there's not a primer, so I know when it's out. Before, I'd always be like lifting the thing up, checking to see if there was one in the arm coming out. But now that I've reloaded so much on there, because I've had this press for a year, I can just tell now when there's not a primer. And the other thing is, I counted out exactly 100 pieces of brass to do this video, and I got one left, and that's the other sign. So as long as I know how to count right. Yep, there's only one piece of brass left. So we'll knock these out here and finish this out here. So when I go up this time and come back down, there should be no primer in the primer cup. Nope, there ain't one, so we'll just keep moving these on and finish up these rounds of 9mm. Of course, the last one don't want to go in straight here. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video again. We're reloading some 147 grain Hoosier bullets, which I'd like to thank again for sending those out to the channel. So now we got at least 5 videos on the other channel to do with these. Basically, anytime somebody sends me out bullets, they all go towards videos that I'm doing on my main channel, and that's what's going to happen with these. Normally I shoot 100 rounds in a video, but this year I might cut back to 50, just depending on how things go, because everybody knows nothing is cheap anymore. So, thank you Hoosier Bullets for sending those out. So as always, don't forget to check the links out down below. Down there I have links to Axil Hearing Protection, Gators Eyewear, and a bunch of other companies I like dealing with. Some got discount codes to save you guys money, others are affiliate accounts that do help out the channel. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below. We are One Nation Under God, and I'll see you all on the next one.